In keeping with my tradition that I promised of reviewing rare, obscure, or discontinued fragrances, I'm going to review one of those fragrances today. The fragrance I'll be reviewing today is the great Balenciaga Pour Homme by Balenciaga. It was created in 1990 and was created by the perfumer Gerard Anthony, who is the only official perfumer credited with creating Zara Pour Homme. There were at least 5 perfumers credited with creating that. But anyway, he's important. Now, it's tough to find the notes on this one, but Base Notes has a notes list of it, and I'm going to read that to you. The top notes are coriander, bergamot, and lavender. The middle notes are muguet, jasmine, caramel, and honey. And the base notes are patchouli, vanilla, sandalwood, and benzoin. There's also an alternate notes list I found which is even more extensive, and I'll read those to you. The top notes for this notes list are Ceylon cinnamon, Italian bergamot, coriander, and thyme. The mid notes are patchouli, sandalwood, cypress, and cedar. And the bottom notes are Yugoslavian oak moss, vanilla bourbon, amber, and musk. All notes lists aside, let's just get down into the nitty-gritty. I would classify Balenciaga Pour Homme as an oriental fougere. It's a very bombastic fragrance, and it comes towards the end of the powerhouse era. However, I guess you could consider it a powerhouse, as it does draw similarities to powerhouse fragrances such as Kouros or Lapidus Pour Homme. However, what sets Balenciaga Pour Homme aside from the rest of the group is how classy it smells. It's not overbearing like most powerhouse fragrances. It doesn't smell urinous or fecal. It's very strong, and the opening blast of aldehydes and cinnamon is pretty brutal, to say the least. If you give it a chance, it dries down into a smooth, rich, woody oriental. It's like a honeyed cinnamon sort of smell. I definitely smell some lavender and oak moss, and I would say that the lavender and somewhat sweet smell put it closest to Lapidus Pour Homme. I used to own a bottle of that before I gave it to Matthew. However, Balenciaga Pour Homme has a classiness and timelessness that just cannot be matched. It was created in 1990, but basically, it transcends time. I can't really think of an era for this fragrance, and if you'll take a look at the bottle, you see that it has this beautiful white marble glass, and on the top is this green marble sort of cap. An interesting contrast that this bottle shows. It's almost too minimalistic to be the 80s, but at the same time, it's almost too showy to be the 90s. Through and through, though, Balenciaga Pour Homme is an extremely satisfying fragrance that's worth searching out. It is discontinued, and it's getting harder and harder to find. But if you can find a bottle for a good price, I would get it, because there really is nothing out there like this, especially if you're a fan of classic men's fragrances and powerhouse fragrances. Now, the longevity is definitely good, and the sillage is also extremely loud. So please, if you do get some of this, go easy on the sprayer. And also, give it a chance. Like I said, the first couple minutes can be pretty shocking, but afterward, it's very rewarding. An absolutely wonderful, satisfying fragrance that is unique and just needs to be smelled and experienced to be understood. Balenciaga Pour Homme is definitely one of my top 10 men's fragrances of all time, and I strongly suggest you check it out. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the review and look forward to more in the near future. See you guys!